that is somewhat Machiavellian, somewhat Darwinistic. The strong survive, the people with the tools who actually use them. If you drip on your database 52 times in 1 year with a new home branded website, how many think someone might actually buy a new home? Is that all? 52 times? How many of you are dripping on your database 52 times a year currently? Ha, see, so if you just did that, that might help. Good thing Gary's not in this room. Okay, Lisa, let me ask you a question. When you tried to get your agents to sell new homes versus the REOs or the short sales, how did that work out for you?
Well, the previous team leader specifically focused on short sales and spent a lot of time developing and encouraging people to go to CDPE classes. And of course, we're in Florida, so there are a lot of short sales and foreclosures. And I said, wait, we're going in the wrong direction here. I'm the daughter of a builder, and I said, there's lots of new homes here. At that time, when I took over, it was in 2012, September of 2011, and we put the program in place in April of 2012. And the builders were desperate, and like was a comment here, you could buy a new home for less than the resales, or the same as resales unless they were short sales. And so the builders loved us, and we even had the opportunity for some of our agents to take over. They didn't want to pay salespeople anymore, so they allowed us to actually take over their model and man their model for them. So we just started thinking out of the box, and it really created a lot of opportunity for our agents.
And we'll come back to that opportunity in the next part of the session. Paul, let me ask you a question. Tell me about pipeline and how yours has increased, and how did your production look in 2013, and what did you bring into 2014?
Yeah, and that's one of the most exciting things about watching lead generate towards existing homes and also lead generating to new homes is because your pipeline is set out. So you're able to watch this amazing trajectory and this exponential growth when you look at lead generating towards buyers and building that pipeline 6 to 8 months down the road, and then you continue to do your existing work. Then we had several months in the fourth quarter where we just saw this lots of momentum, and we all understand this tipping point. And for me, that was that tipping point when my team of 6, 2 administrative staff, were able to close 19 deals in 1 month, because the leverage on selling a new home is great because they do all the work. And then once you get the idea of see what that feels like, then it's just, I mean, it's on from that point on. So it's this tipping point that you get to build this pipeline and then add to it, and it's just amazing to see what happens. And then you just don't ever let off the gas. Hammer down all the time, full throttle.
Lock your foot on the gas. Don't ever let it up. Now, what did you bring into 2014?
$16 million.
16 million carried from 2013 into 2014. Costs for a resale are lower than costs for a new home. Is that a problem for you?
No, I actually bought a new home in '09, and so I can truly speak from my heart when I talk about why we purchased new construction in '09 when there was so much distressed property out there. The energy efficiency, and I've got a great story about that as I'm waiting for the utility companies to come and tell me I owe them an extra $1,000, $2,000 every year because my utility bills were so outrageously low. I knew they had made a mistake.
Someplace.
Yeah, so no, it's really not. And once you get in there, these houses are so clean and neat, and you do have people who want clean and neat. They can't stand the dirt. They feel everybody's destroyed their house. It's easy. I feel it's easy.
Ray, how hard is it to get people excited about a new home? Is that a tough thing?
No.
It's not a trick question. See, Ray sold new homes for 18 years. And so Ray loves new homes, and Ray knows the excitement that a buyer gets when they come in to buy a new home. Tell us a little bit of how that grows.
And it works very well when they want to first start looking at resales, and you look at some resales and you look at some pretty messy homes and homes that are older and less energy efficient, and then you go to the builder community and you show them the new homes and the energy efficiency and how clean and neat. So when you compare the two, that really helps make a difference. And fortunately, because I had so much time in the new home industry, I can sit down with somebody at their kitchen table and explain the benefits of a new home, and then also get them excited about selling their old used home and getting a new one.
Okay, and the last question that we're going to hit Dan with is, you know, when people buy a new home, I hear, well, there's so many decisions. And that makes it so much harder because they've got all these decisions. Problem?
No, there's no problem with that at all, Steve. And I think for me, my biggest problem when it came to new homes, and again, I'm not going to admit to a third mistake, was that I just wasn't, I'm just not going to do it, I just wasn't educated on what was available. I mean, how many of you really know all the builders in your communities, honestly, inside and out? There's one in the crowd. The reality is my team didn't even know what a Lennar home or Pulte home or Ryland home did for my whole career. And then all of a sudden, we started talking about it, and our commissions went through the roof because they're like, well, why don't we just go there? I didn't even know what an active adult community was. I honestly didn't. And I've sold 2,500 homes in the last 10 years. I didn't even know. This is like I just learned about that. And every time I meet someone, like, how old are you? Oh, we're going here. No, forget about that. You got to come here. And they buy every time. There's not a lot of decisions to it. And I think part of the ambassador program that's going to benefit our agents, Keller Williams, is that they're going to learn what a new construction home is and isn't. And here's what you'll find. Everybody fits into a new construction home if it's priced right. And if it's competitive to what's on the market already, they'll buy there. And the process is smooth, unless you make it a problem.
Absolutely.